Yo, YouTube, what's good? I'm back in here with another video. Y'all know the process, man. Let me make the thumbnail. Give me a second. Yeah, but today's topic we talk about, should you forgive women for dating? In my honest opinion, I think you should, but you shouldn't. Sometimes they cross the line. Yeah, almost. Now I am gonna have to send a link out if more people want to come and pull up. Strictly's already in here. Hit the like button for me. Trying to see if they can hear me on here. Yep. So everything's working. All right, y'all bear with me while I get the thumbnail put up, and then we gonna go ahead and start session. Yeah, but strictly, do you think men should forgive women for dating? Well, I did send you the link, but I don't think it's working for you. So I don't know. I'm probably gonna have to continue. Now I know, but it's not allowing me to send you the link other than that one way that I sent it to you. Let me try again. All right. Let me play some of the videos, see what he's talking about.
Destroy relationships so completely that forgiveness is self-destruction. Some behaviors are so toxic that accepting them means losing yourself piece by piece. Today we're unforgivable acts that some people commit in relationships, the ones that should be immediate deal breakers, no matter how much you think you love them. Let me be clear from the start. This isn't about hate or promoting conflict. This is about recognizing behavior has crossed lines that shouldn't be crossed. When patterns of manipulation, deception, and disrespect become so entrenched that staying means sacrificing your dignity, your mental health, and your future. Because here's what nobody tells you: forgiveness without change is just enabling abuse. The first unforgivable act is systematic. Talking about surprise party lies or protecting feelings. I'm talking about the person who lies about where they are, who they're with, what they're spending money on. The person who
Yeah, women will trick you. They will make you feel like they like you, but really they could be cheating on you. That's the reality of a lot of stuff when it comes to forgiving them. What do you think you gotta do to really know that you can trust a woman 100%? I don't think there's anything you can do. Did you get the link working? Yes, sir, I can hear you. Because we gonna have some more people pulling up shortly. Yeah, but the question of the topic is, should you forgive women for dating? And I think, in my opinion, you really can't. You can try, but like the pressures, the way of like what's going on with and what has happened, like the betrayal, it's gonna be too hard to really forgive them. What you think, Strictly? I said that I think that if if a man gets betrayed by a woman, it's gonna be hard for him to forgive her, if not impossible. So you think you should forgive a woman? Why? See, I wish the people could hear you, man, because you speaking something, but you gotta get inside the link. What's the link saying now? Shout out to the two people watching, man. All right, let me try send the link one more time. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Let's see if this link will work this time. Copy link. Try that. Yeah, I'm getting my watch time hours up though. That's the key. Okay, I think it. Yeah, you just joined. It says you just joined. Strictly, can you hear me though? Give me a second, Strictly. I'm gonna try to get you up here. Try to talk, Strictly, because I can't hear you up on stage. I'll be able to hear you if you were here. I'm trying to add you in, but hold on. 1 second, guys. Let me see if I can bring you up strictly. Hmm. Let's see, guys. Bear with me. The fudge, guys? Why can't I strictly up? Don't leave strictly. I'm gonna you up. Let me just check this. Oh, okay. There we go. Sorry about this, man.
Please don't wanna, please don't wanna know what's up. I got the fancy you wanna, yo, do you got
Strictly
a
you
man
here.
I might want to be on me?
I finally get up here, man. Strictly.
Yo,
Yeah, I finally got you on, man.
you know, my bad. Hold up, right quick. Give me a second.
Yo, what's good? What's good? The word is we doing this live stream. I had to get him on. I had to get him on stream. It took me a while to finally get him on, but he's on now finally. Now I know it. Now I know how to use this streaming platform because that was almost a disaster, guys. I'm glad that y'all rocking with me. We got 3 people in here, man. Shout out to y'all. Let's do it. So we're waiting on my boy Strictly to come back and go ahead and talk about some more things. But
Yo, I'm back. What it do? What it do?
what's good, Strictly? What's up, man?
Man, bless to still be alive. How about you, my brother?
Man, it took me a while to get you on stream. I'm so sorry about that, man.
Man, nah, you already know. You already know time change. You know how technology is. Technology ain't how it used
Yeah,
to
we
be.
we got 4 people in here, man. So we going up on the views.
Amen.
So and we hear
So what?
everybody loud and clear. We got everybody loud and clear. This is why I like using this streaming platform. This is way better.
Mm-hmm. So what we talking about?
We talking about it. Y'all should forgive women or not.
Brother, you part of y'all too.
Well, I'm saying is like when I say you, I just mean in general, like anybody, any man. Should we forgive women in general, or is it something that we should not forgive them about?
Um, so
Matter of
is
fact,
it
if you want, I could let some of the video play so you can hear some of the video, so to kind of give
yeah,
you some thoughts about what you want to react to, and then we can just go from there.
I got you.
All right.
So cute. Shout
But
out to
honestly,
Max B one time.
what you think about in the beginning though, first, like with this shit?
Um, I say this, right? Um, I believe should men forgive women for the BS that they have done towards us? I say this. Yes. Over time. We as men, and you know how American society is. American society, they don't want to admit that women do some BS as well, you know. But that's American society. Um, I believe over time, you know, us men, whether we want to admit it or not, because you got some men out there that want to act all hard and acting like, oh, knowing that nobody's hard out here, soft as hell. I believe us men, we want a woman to hold us down, but we want a God fearing woman. You know, you can have any other woman, but it's different. You know what I'm saying? When you have one of them. We have us men. Nobody cares about us men. Us men, we go through BS on an everyday basis. So in the form of dating, yeah, it takes two to tango. You know, our fault and their fault. Now, for the men who get cheated on, disrespected, should a man forgive a woman for that? As a man, and I'm not gonna sound like no hypocrite, because I've been through that, where it took time. People don't understand. It takes time to forgive. Time heal all wounds. So over time, yes, you have to forgive. I mean, it's a choice if you want to forgive or not. But it's a, you know what I'm saying? It's a choice. Now, I will say this: over time, we do have to forgive because how can we not forgive and not appreciate a blessing from God? You feel me? So of course, yes, you're supposed to forgive over time. Over time, yes, because that's the right thing to do. Because we all gotta grow. We can't hold resentment towards our heart. We can't. So yes, over time, yes. Now, when you in that stage, um, it's difficult. Believe me, I know. I'm not just saying it as is, you know, yes, you know, it's easier said than done. No, because I still go through that. So in the stage, no. In the stage on how you feel, no. But over time, yes, you're supposed to forgive over time. Time heal all wounds. So yes. What about you?
Yeah, I feel like that's a valid opinion. I feel that women do things that make you not want to forgive them at the moment, but when you think about
Well,
when you think about stuff in their regard and like how they handle themselves, just thinking if you were in their shoes, then of course you gonna like do what you do that may be considered betrayal to men. You get what I'm saying? So I feel that like when you think about it in a woman's perspective, then you really see that they don't have no choice but to be the same way. Because men betrayed women all the time. I mean, because I think I think we have somebody says here once a cheater always a cheater, and that's a big topic because I don't know if men should forgive women that cheated on them. That's a really hard one to forgive and say that, oh, you're okay with that and you're gonna move on past it. I just don't think that's something that guys will want to give about. See what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's too much of a heartbreak. It's too much of something that would be too much for guys to handle at the end of the day.
gotcha.
Let's see what the video is saying. We gonna react to it.
Who creates alternate realities and expects you to live in them. Once someone establishes that law, they've decided your reality doesn't matter. I had a client whose partner lied about everything. Small things at
And if it's something that you want to talk about, just let me know when to pause it. But I'm gonna be pausing it once we're going through it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's fine.
the price of purchases, where they went after work, who they were texting. He thought these were harmless white lies until he discovered she'd been hiding $30,000 in credit card debt and phone for dating apps, telling her friends he was abusive to explain why she was never home. The lying wasn't the disease, it was the symptom of someone who saw him as an obstacle to manipulate, not a partner.
Wow. So this broad was basically lying on him. She was the one lying. She was the one that was not forgiving him for whatever he done. Cause why was she lying about that type of stuff? Saying that he was abusing her? Man, what you think about that, Strictly?
Um, I'll say this, right? Now, that is a sensitive topic. I will say that. It is a sensitive topic. Because at the end of the day, it's this, right? Because women, they get abused. Yes, they do. They get, for those that really get abused, because you do have those that bullshit. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And lie and say they've been abused when in actuality they haven't. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I will say that. For the women that have been abused. Um,
That actually have, and not ones that's making up lies, not ones that's making up a fugazi story.
yep, yeah. Because at the end of the day, bro, um, at the end of the day, the ones that lie, the ones that are lying about getting abused, they gotta reap what they sow. So women, you got women out there that actually get abused, and you got women out there that don't get abused. You feel me?
Uh-huh.
For the ones that actually get abused, I feel bad for them, and I pray that God covers them and heal their wounds. Now, for the ones that actually bullshit getting about them getting abused and lying on men, there's a cold place in hell for them, because in American society, a woman can get away with falsely accusing a man of abusing.
All the
That's
time.
facts. Yep, I'm telling you. But they don't get, and the crazy thing is, they don't get arrested. They don't get charged. This system is so hell bent on getting rid of men that they will do anything and everything to just to get over on men, whether it's a bad relationship or what, you know. So the answer to your question, I'm telling you, I me personally, I say this. Me personally, I believe that the ones that do lie about getting abused, they are the ones that should get the repercussions.
Yeah, they're part of the problem. They're the ones that don't need forgiveness. Like those are the type of women that are the ones causing the the conflict, the ones causing the reason why men don't trust women the same no more. It's because of stuff like this. Like this random man who's trying to do his thing, he's being lied on by his significant other, his wife, whoever, and he's probably providing for her. He's probably taking care of her, and she's making these false stories about him because I guess she feels like he's not spending enough time with her. But is that you have to ask yourself, is that a big enough reason to lie on him? Is that a big enough reason to accuse him of something he's never did? No,
No,
it's not. It's reasonable.
but they get away with it.
They do. Let's continue on with the video. Let's see what he's saying.
Respect. Here's the pattern with chronic liars. They start small to test your boundaries. They lie about the coffee costing $3 when it was $7. You don't call it out because it seems petty. Now they know you'll accept lies. Next, it's working late when they're at happy hour. Then it's just friends with someone they're emotionally involved. Each lie you accept teaches them you're worthless. The second unforgivable act is public humiliation disguised as humor. You know exactly what I'm talking about. The person who tells embarrassing stories about you at parties, who mocks your interests in front of friends, who undermines your authority with your children. Oh, don't ask him about finance. He can barely balance a book.
See, and that's something that happens a lot more than we think, bro. Like where, where women will act like they're not. They will act like making these jokes and these slick comments is not being checked by a man. But really, a man is knowing he's catching on. He's following the playbook. He's seeing these different things that she's saying and stuff like that, acting like it's not a bill.
What you said? It sounded like you cut off.
Yeah, yeah, I'm saying. Yeah, let me fix my thing real quick. That's why it's doing that. But yeah,
Shout
I
out to
think
Max
that
B.
I think that it's women that's thinking that they can just get away with these slick comments and these slick things that they're saying and turning it off as a joke, making it seem like it's not as big or making it sound like it's not as bad. What do you think about that? You think that's true? Because that's what he was saying in the video.
I believe wholeheartedly, bro, that you know women that falsely accuse men of doing that, they should be arrested. They should be charged because
Well, yeah,
laws talked
hold on,
about.
hold on, hold
Hmm?
on, hold on. We're talking about the fact of the women is making slick comments about like, oh, the coffee was $7, but it was well, she said that the coffee was $3, but the coffee was really $7, and she make fun of him saying that he doesn't know how to balance a checks and stuff like that. So it's definitely different than that. You know, these are about the little slick undertone comments that they're pulling, trying to make it seem like, oh yeah, we're just friends. That's not important. He's not really. He's really the love of my life. Or you're really the love of my life. Shit like that they'll tell you, but they really don't mean it.
Them type of women, you just gotta run. You gotta run from them. They love the reason why they love. I'm gonna tell you this. The reason why they love saying slick comments like that is because of this. Because they feel like they gotta prove something. Who you proving it to? That doesn't make sense. You can't prove shit to nobody. Can you ask them this? Can you cook?
Can you clean? For real.
Can you clean? Can you give head? Disregard that. Disregard that. But them are the type of women you gotta run away from. You got to. Because they mean you no good.
Making
They
little
do.
side comments, acting like they don't know what they're talking about, acting like they don't know what they're doing is on purpose or not.
Acting like they shit don't stink.
Yep.
Hmm? We all dealt with we call them shit eaters.
Ass eaters.
BS's.
Mm-hmm.
Cause man, nobody got time to deal with that nonsense.
For sure. And this is why we gotta talk about this stuff, because they think that doing this type of thing is okay. They think they can get away with it.
Yep. And guess what? Is you could they could think that, but you can't get away that far. How long you gonna keep pulling that stuff before you get your card exposed? You know, women got to think that. Not only women, but you got men too. How long you gonna keep getting over on people until it's going to knock at your front door?
Right. That is something that men have to accept. Men and women have to accept that, because they think that if they get over on people, they think it's gonna be sweet. But as we know, it always comes back to bite the dust. The roosters always come to crow. But
Say that. Say that again for the people in the back.
I said that the roosters always come to crow.
I know that's right.
So man, what I'm gonna do now, we only have 7 minutes left, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. It was a good talk, and we definitely gonna be doing this more, and we hope to have more people on the next time. So yeah, thank y'all for everyone who's tuning in, and y'all can play later if y'all want, and then we were gonna catch you guys on the next live stream that we do. So anything else you gotta say strictly before we go?
Yes. Peace and blessings. Always keep hope alive, and always remember God first.
God first, for sure.
And
All right.
shout out to Max B, the Wave God.
The wave God.
Uh,
Yep. I mean, guys, I might come back and do another live stream later. You know, right right now I'm not really feeling the best, but I'm pushing through and trying to drop content for y'all. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to hop on later or tomorrow and do another live stream for y'all. All right, peace out, guys.